Yo, yo, yo. It's Thursday, yo, and it's That Part Talk Show. My mind is scrambling everywhere. We got 3 guests today, so y'all buckle up, y'all. Click it or tick it. Yeah. Stay up, because we got 3 different people. Get your notebooks out so you guys can take notes. They're all going to mesh up together. They've all been featured together, but we're going to start with the person who decided to show up today live in the studio. We're going to give him first dibs, and then we'll hit up A2K and Lucky in a second. So, T.Y. White.
Yes, Ty White.
Ty White.
Yes.
All right, go ahead. Explain your name first, and then we'll get into your story.
All right, so my artist name full name is Ty White, TYWHITE. It's an acronym. It stands for the Youth While Heightening Their Expectations. But like I said, it got a little bit tedious for me to go into YouTube and go T.Y.W.H.I. So I just shortened it up a little bit. Now I go by the Youth. A lot of my friends call me the Youth.
Nice. So where'd that come from? How did you decide to? Because a name is something we carry, especially even our artist name. You know what I mean? A lot of people know us by that name before our own government name. So what connection do you have to that name, and why did you pick that?
So I guess when I started taking music a little bit more seriously, when I was, I'll say probably 16, 17, I had like nicknames that friends would call me like in school and around like the neighborhood and stuff like that. But I did want something that was a bit more authentic to myself. And then Ty White, the names Tyler White and Ty White are both ridiculously common. So I made Ty White, I made Ty White an acronym to try and like stand out, and me writing music, or me starting with, rapping and songwriting, it was just a lot more therapeutic for me as well. So I think when I started showing a lot more people my music, it also became kind of therapeutic for them to listen. So I think the combination of the two of those kind of gave me a bit of the inspiration to make my name an acronym, and then and to make it what it is,
Right.
I know I got a lot of people kind of that do have my back and that do listen and support what it is I'm doing. So I think the acronym came from me just wanting to make sure that I'm putting out something, either good or uplifting or inspiring in some way, shape, fashion, or form, or just doing my best when I can, so. Definitely.
So that's dope. I mean, one thing I like and I pay attention to is the way people talk and the things that they're saying. So far, I like it. I love it. I'm a fan so far. You're saying all the right things to me. Tell us a little bit about your journey. How did you get started? What have you done so far? And what led you to linking up with Mr. Lucky?
Okay, so a lot of my music experience starts from school. Back in middle school, I'm a singer first, and I sang in the CCSD honor choir program twice. I sang in the All-State Choir program once, where we performed at UNLV Ham Concert Hall. Thank you.
Go ahead.
That was where a lot of my like musical expression kind of was introduced, or where it is I did kind of fall in love with like singing and being on stage and just performing. When I got into about freshman year, they took my elective of choir away because I was credit deficient. I had to make up a couple other credits, so I couldn't really sing in the choir no more, and that took away that form of expression for me. I've been writing music prior to that point, like writing raps before that, but I think I started taking rap a little bit more serious around that time, because that was just a whole nother form of like expression. Because even when I was singing in choir, I wasn't singing any of my own songs. It was covers and the songs that we would learn in school and stuff like that. And then, like I said, in freshman year, when I did start writing a lot more of my stuff, that was, like I said, just a really different avenue of expression for myself, and I kind of fell in love with the art and poetry of rap. I've always listened to rappers like Busta Rhymes and Twista, Eminem.
Oh, you fast like that, huh?
I can't be, but I'm not gonna say I'm that. I'm that fast. But those are artists that definitely had huge inspirations on me, as well as somebody like Kanye West, Drake, Cole, and I can list.
Did you say Drake?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Oh no, we're not going for Drizzy here. Hey,
I'm just kidding. Keep it going. I thought we were talking about artists, but it's okay. I'm just kidding.
Whoa, hey, All right, Florida Dogs just came out. All right, y'all check him out. All right.
Oh, shameless plug.
But,
All right, so real quick, let's pause right. That's a big difference between going from, because you weren't just like singing in your bedroom or just singing, on the streets. You learned how to sing through like honors choir. That stuff you have to like audition for. That's very technical. That's very, technical type singing. And then to go into like rap. That's a completely what are the tools that you feel like helped you make that transition into more freestyle rapping, or the hip hop version of it? Because technical, it's like you're going from like technical to not you didn't grow up in the church, you know what I mean, where it's more like soulful freestyle. It's like very technical. So how did that help you go into how did that help you go into the hip hop world, which is probably the poetic part of it, right?
I would definitely say so. A lot of the music classes that I took as a kid, they did teach me a lot more about music technique and about like breath control, about how to enunciate my words, about how to be able to take a correct breath to be able to get out a longer phrase, or so on and so forth. And when I started writing my own music, I was able, when I was in the studio, to take some of those same things that I learned from there to incorporate it into my raps. My choir teacher, her name is Athena Murtis. I'll never forget her. She's one of the most impactful teachers that I've had ever in school, for sure. But she did also really care about me. I feel like, I was kind of I got suspended a couple times in school and stuff like that, and she and she had asked my dean one time, like kind of like really like almost pled that I stay. And had she not, I don't know if I really would have taken music as serious, or really would have understood what my contribution to the bigger picture could mean to somebody, right. So that always really stuck out with me. And I always remembered a lot of the different, like I said, the different techniques, the different information that she would provide. Just sometimes her just being an ear, her just being an ear in the classroom, and to me just was super pivotal and kind of changed my life and changed my outlook on a whole lot, and I'm very grateful for it.
Man, shout out to the teachers, man, because a lot of teachers are really big influences, because it's just human to not listen to your parents. You know what I mean? It's like your parents tell you the same thing that your teacher tell you, but it's just coming from the mouth of your parents. You're like, shut up, you don't know better. I know better. You know what I mean? It's just a human thing that we do.
That's real.
Everybody does it.
Somebody right down the street could tell us the same thing, and we'd be like, you know what? That makes so much sense.
Exactly. So big up to the teachers who actually put in that extra work and put in that extra encouragement to students like you, because sometimes we get lost along the way, you know what I mean? Sometimes we get thrown off. Sometimes we think it's a passion, but then we don't think we can turn it into a career. We can turn it into something more, people like that are very influential. True. So shout out to Miss Athena.
Hey, let's go. Shout out Miss Murtis.
Okay, so keep it moving. So you kept on moving. You transferred into the hip hop world.
Yeah.
What's the next step?
So let's see, probably about 2017 is where it is. I probably really started posting some of my videos on social media back in 2017 or 2018, after kind of being more consistent and showcasing some of what I got. I was voted the third best. I was voted the third best local rapper in Las Vegas by my peers. I'm very grateful for that as well. And I continue to let music kind of be therapeutic for me. I feel like from then until now, at that point in time, I was definitely in a lot more of a competitive spirit. And I found that it kind of left me always kind of wanting to outdo my best. And that's a great motivator for me, don't get me wrong, but it also left me not being able to fully appreciate what it is I was creating at the time. So I would always be like, nah, I could be better, 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 and just kind of like trashing a lot of music or just not giving full thought or appreciation to some of the pieces that I was creating at that time. So as of now, I've just been working on making stuff that does resonate a lot more with me, and that I feel like would resonate a lot more with who's let me know that they're listening, and so on and so forth, so
That's a big hurdle to overcome. I think a lot of people, talk about competitiveness in a competitive with other people type thing, but when you're battling yourself, and your own expectations, who wins that?
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's endless.
Who wins that battle? So what was it that made you overcome that and finally got you to be like, you know what, time out, chill? Who or what was it that finally made you snap out of that?
I wouldn't say maybe that is something that I've fully just fully conquered yet. It's still
Right.
I am definitely still or I still have those thoughts. I still have those feelings of wanting to be like, this is not as hot. Like I need something, you feel me? I need something new. But I would say it was probably me getting into and leaving one of my last relationships, and then having some close family members kind of pass on to the next life. I think those two things probably had some of the biggest impacts on me, as these were people that I was really, I mean, obviously me and my ex significant other, I would show her a lot of music, and after we split, I kind of took, that was the longest relationship that I was in and stuff like that, and I was just very down. I wasn't really singing as much, I wasn't performing as much, it was just, it was a toxic relationship for real, and I kind of just had to set the boundary and be like, nah, like I don't want to do this no more, you feel me? And that coupled with probably 2 months after breaking up with her, my aunt had passed back December 12th, 2020. And I always wanted my music to be something that would kind of make my family proud of the strides that I was taking, and some of the shots in the dark I was taking, and so but it was, a lot of my music was a lot harsher because I was coming up in a lot harsher environments, a lot more. I was young, I was in the streets. I was in and out of school and the streets, so a lot of my music was talking about my environment, my experiences while I was going through stuff like that. And when I got older, I just stopped wanting to talk about either all of what was going on around me or just what it is I felt like sounded cool, because it wasn't that it wasn't me, it was that that wasn't what only me,
right?
Like there was definitely a lot more tons of other stuff that I had about myself that was an addition to who I was as an artist, but I didn't take any of that either into consideration or really talk about any of that stuff in my music. So now at 24, I'm kind of like, I am who I am, take it or leave it. And it's helped me, kind of just realize my own self-worth, like I'm one of 12 siblings, but I was a single child raised in a single parent household. My mom wasn't really there. She was on drugs and stuff like that. So usually I feel like the motherhood sector is the one who kind of reinforces like, no, you're beautiful, or you're just, reinforces just the self-worth. So that was a really big sector that I kind of missed out on. And I feel like that had left me very questioning and very angry in a lot of my music. And I had a lot, like I said, I had a lot of questions that I didn't have the answers to. And a lot of misplaced and misguided emotion and stuff like that. So that reflected in a lot of my earlier themes and earlier topics. And again, as of now, I mean, I don't look at it as good, bad, or indifferent. I just look at it as it is what it is, and right. I've grown from that point.
definitely. I mean, it's definitely a growth to have that realization of, I gotta let this out. You know what I mean? And if this is my therapeutic vice, then I need to use it properly, and you know what I mean? Be able to go full force. Do you feel like the supporters of yours changed, either good or bad, where some people like, man, you too soft, stop with all that crunch, you know what I mean? Or did you have a different effect where it was like more people were like, you know what, I feel that, you know what I mean? Did you feel more or less support afterwards? Because I know either way you always end up with more supporters once you find that, you know, that avenue that you really want to go down, you know what I mean? The other people fall off, better people come forward, you know what I mean? But there's that middle ground where you start losing people and you're like, dang, should I go back to talking about, am I getting too soft? Did you have that battle within yourself too as well?
I definitely would say that I did. When I started showing my friends some of the newer music that I was making and some of the more vulnerable pieces that I made, I definitely would say that a lot of them was kind of like, bro, like what you doing? Like, what is this? You feel me? Like, where, like, what's up? When you gonna get back on the bars, you know? And I kind of had to take it. I kind of just took it for what it is. It definitely still was, like you said, an interesting battle. As I'm sitting on a lot of projects right now that I haven't released.
See, you better release them.
Yeah,
let it go. Let it go. Show the world what you can do.
You know, but even when it comes to stuff like that, you know, I'll even use my music to address even those types of topics and situations. Like, I got a song called Bluebird, where I say like, you know, like, I never lack inspiration. My vision lacks people's faces. My heart type of person and character keep them still in playlist. Even after discrepancies might have let some on the stages, but now I'm going through phases and lots of recognition. Disrespect disguises jokes in so many situations. Forgive almost every time, but forget upon rare occasion. If this like the bars you're looking for, sorry, not sorry. I'm venting a lot to get off my chest about dubs and L's that I've taken, you know, and I kind of segue from there to go into to continue to talk about, you feel me, like, just kind of how it is I feel about it, because again, I did get to those points where it is I was having the battles with myself, like, dang, like, should I, like, am I being too, like, what is being too, like, vulnerable to being too soft? It's just being too real, like, you feel me? It's just it's just being too real, and not everybody is always comfortable with that level of expression, you know. But I don't feel like I need to short sell myself or kind of minimize my level of expression because my fans may not have reached that yet.
Right.
You feel me? Maybe I just need to plant the seed. There was a lot of people who planted the seed for me, and I had to life watered a lot of these seeds, and it's continued to bless me in a lot of ways that I wouldn't have ever really expected it would, you know. So
nice. Well, let me say I'm proud of you. You know what I mean? I don't know you. I don't know anything about you besides, you know, what we came to today, and besides the fact that you know Lucky and we have a mutual contact. But you know, I could see the growth. I could see how much you've been through. I could see it. You know what I mean? How much you've had to realize and how much you've grown, not only in yourself but in your music. You know,
Thank you.
Keep it going. You're still young. You know what I mean? You still got so much time, but at the same time, you don't. You know, so
that's real.
Stay on it, but also, you know, act like every day is your last. You know, if you all are being vulnerable, the last thing you want to do is have it be archives. You know what I mean? So put it out there. You never know who you're gonna reach. You never know who you're gonna help. You know what I mean? I definitely encourage you to put it out there. You know, I understand. You know, there's some things that are more like, you know, mixtape worthy or like singles or album worthy, but definitely find a way to put it all out there, because once you put it out there, it's out there. You know what I mean? So if it touches one person, that's all you need to do. So somebody gonna rock with it.
Definitely. And I'm honored. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, and that's what this show is about. You know what I mean? Being able to get beyond the person, beyond the artistry, you know what I mean? And get to know that person deeper. And maybe a lot of people don't even know that you started out like that. People don't even know that, you know what I mean, that you've come through such a transition in your life. So, and they need to know that, because those are the things that make you more confident. You know what I mean? Those are the things that make you more better as an artist and as a person in the world. So continue to give your gift.
Thank you.
And speaking of planting seeds, how did you and Lucky, How did y'all link up? And then we'll play a little bit of Party Monster so they can get a feel for you.
All right.
We already got some bars, free bars.
Yeah, free game. All right, that's definitely free. Next time, you feel me? Make it a little price.
Right.
But so me and Luck, I met Luck actually back when I was 15, 16 years old. And he had he was hosting like Got Lucky TV. He had a show back in the day out here. He had a studio down on Channel 10 on Flamingo and Channel 10. And when I was kind of back and forth from the streets to school and stuff like that, I wasn't really in the house. And it was a couple times he let me, sleep in the studio. You feel me? Kind of just get my mind together and, get right. And we fell out for a little bit of time. Just life kind of happened, back in, and then 2020, we had got back in touch. Since that point, we've continued to just, really stay on top of making some power plays, and get some real good business done while creating some good music to be able to share with the people as well, and I'm grateful to have met him, and I'm grateful for how far it is we've come and how much it is we've done and all of what it's going to turn into, in the future. Like I never really knew that any of my experiences with him would turn into what they have, and it's dope. It's really dope to see and to be a part of.
I think Lucky's definitely a vital piece to have. And if he takes you under his wing, you're there for life. You're there for life. He ain't letting you go. You think you let him go. No, he's there. He's there watching. He's there watching. We're going to bring him in real quick. So let's give him a little taste of Party Monster real quick. And then we'll bring in Lucky, because I know he's dying to talk over there. Hopefully he's all nice and pretty, looking good. All right, so go ahead and introduce Party Monster, and then we'll go ahead and play it.
All right. So Party Monster is definitely the club vibe. You feel me? Get up, get on your feet, dance a little bit. You feel me? If you feel me, you pump the hand a little bit. You can go ahead and do so. You feel me? A little bit of head bobbing. But like I said, it's a party vibe. You feel me? Party Monster.
Let's go.
What you doing when you get off of the job? Shit, I'm tryna go out to the club. I wanna take a couple shots and spend a couple nights living life, have fun and turn it up. Let me know, tell me what you wanna do. Call your girls, come and hang with my dudes. Gonna be a lot to the T, I'ma go out like a beast, wild like I was raised in the zoo. What you doing when you get off of the job? Shit, I'm tryna go out to the club. I wanna take a couple shots and spend a couple nights living life, have fun and turn it up. Let me know, tell me what you wanna do. Call your girls, come and hang with my dudes. Gonna be a lot to the T, I'ma go out like a bitch, wild like I was raised in the zoo. Party Monster, baby. I can be your Party Monster, baby. Party Monster, baby. I can be your Party Monster, baby. What you doing when you get off of the job? Shit, I'm tryna go out to the club. I wanna take a couple shots and spend a couple nights living life, have fun and turn it up. Let me know, tell me what you wanna do. Call your girls, come and hang with my dudes. Gonna be a lot to the T, I'ma go out like a bitch, wild like I was raised in the zoo. Party Monster, baby. I can be your Party Monster, baby. Party Monster, baby. I can be your Party Monster, baby. do when you get off of the job? Shit, I'm tryna go out to the club. I wanna take a couple shots and spend a couple nights living life, have fun and turn it up. Let me know, tell me what you wanna do. Call your girls, come and hang with my dudes. Gonna be a lot to the T, I'ma go out like a big swat, like I was raised in a zoo. Party monster, baby. I can be your party monster, baby. Party monster, baby. I can be your party monster, baby. Party monster, baby. I can be your party monster, baby. Party monster, baby. I can be your party monster, baby.
I like that. You got some Akon sounding stuff in there. Sounds like some tropical pool vibes, you know?
Yeah, definitely a little different for me.
I'm
But
feeling it.
Thank you.
Let's bring Lucky in real quick.
Lucky Amazi.
Lucky, where you at? Lucky, whoop whoop.
What it do? What it do? What it do?
You did all
My
that.
lighting.
You did all that grooming to sit in the dark. You better turn the
No,
light
no,
on.
my lighting is nothing like y'all lighting. This is nuts, man. This is crazy, man. Like, come on. Y'all lighting is studio lighting. I'm at the crib.
I'm gonna need you.
People, I don't look like
I'm gonna
this.
need you to
And
get a
my
ring.
video is
I need you to get a ring light.
slow.
Come on, Lucky.
Crazy.
Hey, man.
I'm sorry, y'all.
It's okay.
I'm half dark over here and light skin over here.
Looking like
I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Mysterious.
Hey, yeah,
I'm mysterious.
Hold on.
All right, Lucky. So welcome to the show, Mr. Lucky, who brought all this together, who got the artist
guy.
on deck. You feel me?
Thank you, DJ Miss B. Thank you,
Yes.
Vegas Hype. Thank you so much.
So tell the people a little bit about you. And then brag a little bit about Ty, and then you can bring in This Ain't 2K.
Okay. Lucky Mozzie. Oh my God. Great guy. Hardworking.
This guy.
Hardworking. Came from Chicago, Illinois. I started off working in record labels, marketing and promotion, street team, working with Atlantic Records, Capitol, Interscope, things like that, Universal. Meet and greets, and I learned the music industry from there, radio promotion. And I just took it all in. I moved to Las Vegas like in 2011, and I had the pleasure of working with Mike Tyson. And when I say that, I say that with honor because Mike, they didn't have to bring me in, but they did. And it was a great experience, and I met a lot of great people. And I learned a lot. I learned to be great. You literally have to be great. You just can't call yourself great. You have to be talented. You have to be skilled. People have to appreciate you. And from there, I met a lot more great people. And my knowledge of the industry just took off, and I just used that to propel and help more people.
Definitely. I mean, big ups to you. I mean, I've as long as I've known you, you've been moving and grooving, so I got no complaints.
Same with you, Miss B. Like, you be grinding, Jesus. Like, you are nonstop. Oh my God. You are. You grind. Now you know I know you grind. You be grinding. Jesus.
I know. I always get a call from him. You grinding, Miss B. You out there. You do it. I'm like, hey, Lucky says I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
You know what? I'm not gonna look. Shout out to who is it? Look, I don't want to look. Shout out to Mr. Dalvin. What's up? Because y'all doing some great work. You know what I mean? You doing some great work with what's my man name over from B2K. Oh my God, Raz doing some great work. He's in the media doing some good things. DJ Miss B, you are on your stuff on Fremont, keeping the crowd hype, DJing some great music. I mean, you are on your game. So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
kudos to you too, sister. Real.
Appreciate you.
I hope Dallas do something in the NFL. But,
You know what? We're gonna edit that part out. Let's go in and take this time to brag about Mr. Ty White over here. Give Give a little brag over here about him. How'd you meet him? What made you put him on? What do you see in him that let you put that wing around him?
Ty White was very genuine. Beautiful soul. But like you said, when he was 15, Ty White, although coming up harshly, he had the dedication and the passion to still want to be successful, and he didn't want to be in the streets, nor did he want to be submissive to the streets. Like a lot of people get in the streets and they just fall into it. Like, okay, forget it. I'm about to start slanging. I'm about to start pimping, and I'm about to start doing what I got to do. Ty was more so of I can find something else. I can do something else. And in that we bumped into each other, and I saw that in him. So I was like, well, let me try to step in here and guide this in some type of way, because we all struggle, right? So it's only so much we can do, but in that so much that I can do, let me do it.
Right.
Let me do what I can to try to help. And he's here. He's doing what he can. Amazing writer, amazing artist. He got in the studio. Boom. Got with the program. Started producing. Started writing. He started helping me with writing. He started helping me learn the program, learn the engineer. He started pushing me toward like, no, look, say it like this. Write it like this. And I'm like, hey, okay, because I'm more of a businessman and producer behind the scenes, and I have to get used to being an artist. And this young man is helping me do that. So not only am I helping him, he's helping me. So that's how me and Ty kept it going and kept it going. And Ty is being very nice when he said we fell out. Okay, Ty.
Hey, I said life happened. I didn't say we fell out. All right.
Life happened. The truth is,
I went to prison again.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
You go ahead and tell him, Ty. I went to prison again, and bad mistakes in Las Vegas. And Miss V knows this too. And I pray I don't make any more mistakes in life. You know what I mean? And all in prison, I was like, what am I doing here? And I need to get up with Ty. Like I had an exceptional young man who we were growing, we were making music, we were doing our thing. And when I get out, I'm gonna holler at him. And that's exactly what I did. And boom, DJ Miss V, Mr. Cheeks. Damn.
Yeah.
Lil Pippin.
Yeah.
Corrupt.
Yeah.
Ty White.
Yes, sir.
Boom.
Let's go. Yes, sir.
This ain't 2K. Hollywood. Ty White. Boom. You know what I mean? Like things just started to fall in place with me aligning my universal plan and vibrations in the right direction. And that's how I know, like, man, this is the right thing to do, because everything fell in line.
Man, big ups to you, man. One for just getting through there with, positivity and manifesting your future, Big up to Ty for being that motivation, you know what I mean? And then once again, big ups to you, because, I mean, you could talk all you want, but you've had connects. You've had that previous history for you to be able to come out of something like that, have the will to go forward, and then kill it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, all the hard work you put in before that, I mean, it didn't go to shit right after, you know what I mean? You just picked up where you left off and just kept it pushing 10 times better with even more caution mind, you know what I mean? So big ups to you. I mean, you've always done big things, and you've always been around good things, and you've always been putting people on. You're very selfless, you know what I mean? And that speaks a lot, and that type of energy comes back even when you feel like you're starting over, you know what I mean? So I mean, you keep that good energy around you, Lucky. So big ups to you. Give yourself some props for, building those type of relationships and having that type of energy out there to come right back to you and pick yourself back up right where you left off.
But you know what, Miss V, that's so hard to do. You know what I mean? Because artists, we just do. And when I appreciate it. Thank you so much, especially coming from you, Miss V. because there's so much more to do. Like we're not getting Peabody Awards right now. We're not getting MTV Awards right now. As much as we're doing, as much of an impression that we have on the industry, we're not being recognized as much as we should be, and as much as we could be. So sometimes I look at the work that we're doing, and I'm like, man, like what's going on? You know what I mean? Like because people are whack. Let's just say, I'm so glad that we're on the media outlet right now.
Definitely.
Like people are whack. Like if you watching
I
this,
agree.
man, they whack. Like the media outlets are whack. The music is whack. The talent is whack. The production is whack.
Mm-hmm.
And they're on television and they're on the radio.
Yeah.
And you're taking these social media influencers and they're terrible.
Horrible.
And horrible. And meanwhile, the talented people that are sitting here on this interview, we're having a tough time crossing over. And with all this talent, sometimes I do get like, yo, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's not that I'm not taking it all in. It's just that I'm somewhat I would say frustrated.
And I could see that. I could definitely feel that.
I'm
I
frustrated.
definitely feel that. But I think at the same time, we're in a zone right now. We're in a way of life. We're in a mindset. We're in a body movement right now as a whole to just do what you love to do. Because
Right.
I think coming from, I don't want to say as old as we are, because you're old. I'm not. I'm just kidding. As old as we are, coming from that type of environment. I mean, you just spoke about all the labels you were with before that. I mean, coming from, growing up in that type of environment, that's the mindset you would think you would have, right? Like, no, we need to hit these commercials. We need to hit MTV. We need to hit this. But you know what, Lucky? Do you watch the award shows? Do you watch the award shows? I don't watch the award shows. I'll tell you one thing right now. This commercial shit is dead. Like everybody knows that if you want to get to that level, you got to do one or two things. Be really, really bad and know somebody or sell your soul. You know what I mean? Those are the only two options right now. So, I mean, I think that, having a good wave of people, having the good mindset, having, continue to put out good music, continue to do what you do, it's going to reach people, you know what I mean? And right now, we're just in a really messed up place humanly to where people are picking sides right now. Either you're on the commercial dark side or you're on the light side, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't let it get to you too bad. I mean, trust me, I know as a female DJ, the nepotism is real right now. And even
it's so real.
even more since COVID. People think, since COVID it's gotten better. There's a lot more. No, now the nepotism is even more higher. You know what I mean? Yes, everybody leveled out and got reset, but now everybody's putting on their friends and their uncles and their cousins and their best friends and whoever they're messing around with. And it's like these people aren't even doing anything. They don't even have talent or will or skill. They're just putting on whoever they want to. And that's how people are getting famous right now and getting in the spotlight or whatever you can say, and they're getting that type of exposure. But at the same time, you gotta remember, like if you have the exposure of, I don't want to call her out, but I want to call her out, so I'm gonna do it anyways. Ice Spice, right? You have the exposure of Ice Spice, but look at her exposure. I'm not listening to Ice Spice. I know you ain't listening to Ice Spice. It's a lot of young kids who are listening to Ice Spice. So at the same time, with great power comes great responsibility. You know what I mean? If you want to be that high, if you want to be that commercial, if you want to be up there with the MTV Awards and the BET Awards and all that, comes with a lot of crap that people like us, good people, don't necessarily need to be involved in that. You know what I mean? So I think if we just keep doing what we're doing, stay in this path, you keep pushing out artists, you keep pushing the people that you're pushing and the music that you're doing and doing the work that you're doing, everything's going to work itself out. You know what I mean? There's so many different ways to, make careers and make money and make moves and make noise with, that stuff is, it's dead. What we need to do is wait a couple more years, let this last generation just fall off the tree,
Yo.
and then we'll start moving along, because that Jerry Jones and
Jerry Jones.
and Biden generation, they're the last little thread that needs to just boop, and then
Well, I agree. I agree with you. Nobody. They're not right now. They're pushing out a story that hip hop sales are 40% down, and I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all
Right.
because it's trash.
Yeah.
It's trash. For the last 10 years, maybe 12 years, hip hop has been at the top of music sales over country, over rock, and all of a sudden it's down.
Yeah.
That's not by accident. It's because the industry producing terrible artists. And you're right. When the executives are in the office, they are putting on their nieces, their nephews, their cousin, whoever gave them a blowjob
Exactly.
the other day, and then and I'm sorry, and that's what's happening, and it's always happening in the industry. I remember working back in the day, right? We were doing a concert for Robin Thicke, and Jay Holiday was opening up for Robin Thicke. And Jay Holiday had EP that was amazing. He had Back of My Lack.
Oh, I love that album.
Yeah, it was Back of My Lack. He had some smash hits on there,
I love
but the label didn't push him hard like they were pushing Robin Thicke. You know what I mean? But he still had those smash hits, and people didn't hear those hits until later. But he always had them. And I'm not saying that those two guys weren't talented, but what I'm saying is it's always someone that's on the label that's talented, and they choose not to push that person. And what they're doing right now is mostly because of a social agenda,
Right.
and they're using social agendas to try to sell music.
Right.
And that's not music. That's not the heart and soul of music.
Yeah.
And that's why we're at where we're at in my eyes.
Well, you got 150,000 views on some reels over here with some music, so I feel like you're doing your job, sir.
Shout out to
That's EDM lifestyle. Shout out to Bill. I hope he sees this. Over at what is that, DJ Lovers Club, right? They picked up on our sound, and they put it in content, and the EDM world loved it, and that crossed us over into a huge genre, and we're really enjoying that right now.
Well, talk a little bit about that, because you're doing some positivity out there, Lucky. Let's talk about that. Big Bang. Talk a little bit about it.
The Big Bang, produced by This Ain't 2K, which you're gonna talk to pretty soon. Amazing vocals by Ty. This Ain't 2K. We both attended Point Blank Music School in LA. Amazing school. Music production, DJ, business, everything. And while we were in LA, doing like this graduation ceremony thing, we were talking, and we was like, we gotta connect. And when we did, I said, yo, send me like one of your hardest tracks, EDM tracks. And he did. And I said, oh shit, what's this? Right? So I immediately called Ty. Right? And I'm like, yo, listen to this. And so we had an idea. We had an idea already. And I called This Ain't 2K. I said, yeah, we got it. It's gonna be called Supernova. Okay. This is what we're gonna call it. And I went to the Hamptons. Right. And after being on the ocean and watching some whales, I just called Ty, and I was like, man, we got to go in a different direction. I'm feeling something else. And I called 2K, and I told him that we were gonna redraft the idea. And when we did, me and Ty started to redesign how we were writing it and the melody of it all. and Ty did the like the rough draft. I can't think of the word right now. He did like the rough draft of what it would sound like, and when he did it, he was like, "Oh my God!" Like we both were just taken back, and this was just like the pre-recording. We was like, "Okay, we got a hit," and we sent it to 2K. 2K was like, "Oh, okay," and from there we just knew we had a hit. Like we knew, like it was no question. Like we knew we had a hit. And that's how it came to be.
Well, without further ado, let's play the Big Bang real quick, and then we'll come back with This Ain't 2K. Introduce him a little bit, talk a little bit about
The Big
him.
Bang.
Here we go, the Big Bang. Let's go.
Gravitation, feel your aura, feel the force. Mandalore, she's a comet coming body language. This is what you wanted. Sparks are flying like aurora borealis, color coded, explode on the dance floor, redefining supernova. Blow up, destroy whatever's around you. Fuck what's around you. The ground cannot bound you, baby. Blow up, eclipse my existence. My heart skips a minute. We're deep in collision. Get ready for the Big Bang, 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 Big Bang. Destroy whatever's around you. Fuck what's around you. The ground cannot bound you, baby. Blow up, eclipse my existence. My heart skips a minute. We're deep in collision. Get ready for the Big Bang, 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 Big Bang.
Hey.
Yeah.
Party, 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 party.
The Big Bang.
Party.
The Big Bang.
Big
All right, so
dance,
let's
yeah.
see if we can bring in This Ain't 2K. Fit him in somewhere, and I'll let you guys talk. Say a little bit about him. Let him introduce himself. Huh?
Where's 2K? Where you go, 2K?
2K, where you go? Frozen. Oh, there you go. Frozen again. All right, can we just have just his audio then? Oh, there you go.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yo.
There
This
you
ain't
go.
Yes.
the deal?
Go and introduce yourself real quick. Do a quick little overview about who you are.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? This ain't 2K. Yeah, I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, currently living in Los Angeles. I grew up playing saxophone and band and stuff like that, you know.
Hey.
Then once I got into high school, got into smoking weed and stuff like that, you know, started rapping with the guys, you know. And then about 2 years after that, I heard this dubstep remix of a Damian Marley song. And I'm like, what is this music, you know? So I fell in love with dubstep, you know. I started going to raves and stuff like that, you know, just living it up. And I'm like, yeah, I wanted to start, I tried to start producing it and stuff like that, you know. And, you know, made a bunch of tracks, you know, and as far as like EDM, I started making my own beats to rap on and stuff like that too. Went through a few different like aliases and rebrands and stuff like that, you know. And, you know, I just kind of just partied myself, you know, into oblivion, you know, lost everything, ended up going to rehab, you know, got out, started working with a company named Chrysalis, They helped me go back to school, to Point Blank Music School, and that's where I really leveled up. Met Lucky Mozzie there, and actually, I became the first person in the 8 years that Point Blank has been in LA to get straight A's across the board. For the whole 1 year program.
Go
Yes,
ahead.
Yep.
Get it?
Yeah, man.
Don't call it a comeback.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Congratulations.
Appreciate you.
Nice. And you just been throwing them out ever since, eh?
Yeah, straight up. Like in the past year, that's when I finally started to make songs that kind of sound like stuff I like to listen to. You know what I'm saying? And this track that I want to play today, Number One Selected, that's one of my favorite tracks that I made so far. Linking up with Lucky Mozzie and stuff like that at the Point Blank graduation barbecue. He had a dope set, and then I went right after him, and went crazy. And he hit me up. He's like, "Hey, send me an EDM beat," And I just want to let the kids out there know, like, this is all you need, man. You see, I'm just in my bedroom right here. I'm sorry about the AC. I got the AC going right now, so that's probably fucking up or messing up my sound right now.
No, you good. We hear you crystal clear. Let them know.
All right, cool. Yeah, and I'm in sober living right now. I'm still doing the rehab thing, and I'm getting it together though. And I just feel really grateful for everything that's happening. But yeah, I grew up listening to Tupac, Sade. My dad listened to Jay-Z. I was listening to like Big Timers and like Birdman and Lil Wayne on the radio and stuff like that. And so, yeah,
Man, and then started making EDM music.
Yeah.
That's a nice transition. Hey, people always love EDM. People will always love house music. So you picked a very good lane to just thrive in. You know what I mean? Especially when you want to blend in other cultures into that. So good for you, man. Good for you. Great story. So Lucky, let's tell them a little bit about this Hollywood thing that y'all got coming up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 2K put us onto this. 2K got a spot at station 1640. He's DJing like maybe once or twice every month out there, and he hit me up, and he was like, "Yo, we got a hit song. Let's perform it in Hollywood." And I'm like, Yeah.
Put that nepotism to use.
Yeah. And I called Ty. I'm like, Ty, you want to go to Hollywood? And you want to perform? And Ty's like, oh, let me think about it. Yeah, I want to go there.
Yeah, that's a bet, man. I'm gonna be there.
Right.
I'm gonna be there. So me, Kelly, Ty, and this ain't 2K. We set everything up, and we got to Hollywood. And we rocked that show. Yeah, boom. And
facts.
It was a movie. And shout out to Station 1640 because they're very receptive to our sound, who we are, how we come in. I love Hollywood. I want to go back.
There you go.
I miss
Now you got a reason.
Yeah, it's up.
Oh yeah, for sure. We planning. Listen, we're planning another big move right now. We're in discussions about it. We can't talk about it right now immediately, but it involves two different states. But we're trying to ink in this whole deal. Me and this ain't 2K, and it should be fun. It should be fun. It should be. Everybody should enjoy it. Let's just put it like that.
Nice.
Everyone should enjoy it.
Well, fingers crossed. Hope you guys get it. Before we get out of here and play 2K song, real quick, Ty, let's come back to you. Quick shout outs and what you got going on, Instagram handles, all that good stuff. Go.
Oh man, shout out Lucky Mozzie, shout out This Ain't 2K, shout out Station 1640 for having us. Shout out DJ Miss V, you feel me, and Gorilla Cross Vegas Hype Media, you feel me. Appreciate y'all for having me out. Shout out to family. My Instagram here, you can follow me at _DAYOUTH. That's gonna be the youth, or my secondary profile _TY the youth. Both of those will lead you right to me. Stay tuned for what's coming up next, and thank you again for having me.
Nice. Lucky, go.
Okay. My handle is the greatest promoter on earth. And
No pun
the next thing I'll be getting into is everything. It's television. So just keep up with me on Instagram, and you'll see. That's the best thing I can tell you. I got so many projects. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're a mile a minute. All right, this ain't 2K. Go ahead, you close it out, and then introduce your song.
Yeah, I just want to give thanks to God, shout out my mom, shout out my dad, shout out Lucky Mozzie, shout out the youth, shout out Point Blank Music School, shout out Chrysalis, just shout out to everybody that's making this thing go crazy right now. And y'all can catch me on Instagram and TikTok at This Ain't 2K. Yep.
Hey, there you go. So make sure y'all go follow all them. Make sure y'all support them. The Big Bang, Party Monster, #1 Selecta. Make sure y'all go follow all them. Stay in contact with them. Stay in contact with Lucky if you guys want to know how to level up in your career. Level up as an artist, level up as a producer, level up as a promoter. That is the guy to go to. So #1 Selecta, go ahead and let them know. Introduce it, and we'll get up out of here.
Yeah, man, like I was saying, I grew up listening to Birdman, Big Timers, Cash Money, and all that stuff, and I love that song, #1 Stunner, and, I was really inspired by that song, Still Fly too, and I do dubstep. So over in the UK where dubstep originated, like a top selector just means you're a good DJ, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to make this song as like a motivational song, because I was motivated by those guys back in the day. And, when you play this song, you're the #1 selected. You know what I'm saying? And I just really wanted to get on there and just like, it's all about like just having that delusional confidence and, just being motivated to go out there and get it. And then, so #1 Selecta, #1 Stunner, because like I'm in that dubstep like rap crossover. So that's what it's all about.
There you go, guys. Do it big.
Yeah.
Stay, stay awesome. Stay amazing. Keep doing what y'all doing. Don't change. Lucky, don't get down. Don't worry. It's all going to work out, all right? Make sure y'all stay up. Once again, That Part Talk Show this Thursday, every Thursday, right here on Vegas Hype Gorilla Cross. I'm ready to get up out of here. I'm hungry. I'm sorry. I love you guys. Bye. Peace. Let's go.
This ain't 2K. Everything I do, I need flow so cold and poppy shit. My little hoe not selling bit. I so real like selling bit. I feel like celebrity. All my bitches cherish me. Yola said don't tear me. Can pick up pepper hot as me. Blow how a nigga blowing, walking like I got the motion mojo, like a man a potion. Catch me on the jet, cause we finna get a jet. Climbing to the summit like we finna hit the bed. Y'all don't need no gator boots, we finna get to stepping. We be staying fly like we finna go to heaven. We gon' make the bass heat like a lethal weapon. I'm the #1 selector. My ex so fucking fake, make the fucking rat break my shit like a terrorist. Jump up in the circle pit, wall of death, crushing shit. Brown shirt, fucking lit, ankle brace off, let the cops can't catch me. I just seen a Jake, then he walked right past me. Take my footwork, bitch, you ain't got me. I'm the #1 selector. Go. Selector. Gator boots, we finna get to stepping. We be staying fly like we finna go to heaven. We gon' make the bass heat like a lethal weapon. I'm the #1 selector. I'm the #1 selector.